DDG is going through it. And this one, honestly, what happened to my Nintendo Switch? It's stuck on update. It's stuck on update. It's always updating. DDG, I don't even know what the situation is, so maybe you guys can help me understand. But basically, all this boils down to, for me, the entire situation with DDG is don't that's it. Don't. Don't. I know DDG girl been beating him, I think. Well, first of all, you said I know, and then at the end of it you put I think. So I don't think that you're qualified for something of this caliber. I don't think you can just launch something with such certainty and then follow it up with I think. I don't think that it works like that. DDG has been in the news multiple times. He is the creator of His Ball, which we all love and hate at the same time. The situation with his mother of his child, Halle Bailey, I think her name is Halle, I think that's how you say it. She is an artist, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I've gathered. There is a restraining order in place from somebody. They're having custody battles over the child, and the entire thing has been made public. Right? That's what's confirmed, right? That's what's confirmed, is that there is a custody battle happening. And DDG, in the midst of all of this, is still talking shit and streaming and doing all this, that, and the third, right? Is Halle Berry still fine? Absolutely she is. Absolutely she still is. Respectfully, knock it out of the park. So I want to know. As a matter of fact, let me see if there's a YouTube video about this, because like, what is happening? She's definitely mentally unwell, but also being unwell and going through PPD, postpartum depression, is a recipe for disaster, and he didn't handle it well at all. I don't know what the hell is going on with Halle. I don't know what the hell is going on with DDG, because there are literally only two camps, and that is the DDG is a piece of shit, abuser, doesn't need to see his children ever again. And then there's the other camp where it's just like, Halle is crazy, DDG should be allowed to see his kid, they're doing whatever. I don't know. So let me see if there's a video that can help me understand what the fuck is going on, because I don't understand it. Oh, look at that. Well, I was going to watch this video that Rage has up, but it's 2 hours long. 2 hours? It's 2 hours long? Can someone give me the spark notes of it? Oh, here we go. Let's see if this will do it. Let's see if this will do it. The toxic history of DDG and Halle Bailey. Like, yeah, like 2 hours, bro. I'm not gonna do it. If you were to ask me, take the kid from both of them. Damn. The dark skin dilemma continues. But let's see if this can sum it up very quickly. Why the fuck is every expose video over an hour? Do you guys want the real answer to that? I can give you the real answer to that. Watch time makes a video go viral even if you don't watch a lot of the video. It's just watch time. Glad I'm light skinned. Come on now. Come on now. Longer the watch time, the more likely it is to go viral. Even if it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, YouTube will favor your video if someone watches a half hour of an hour-long video, that will get pushed more often than if somebody watched 6 minutes of an 8-minute video. If that makes sense. I don't see race. You can't see nothing at all, Kamani.
she talked to,
We know that. We knew that already.
who is, who she filming movies with. I don't give a. I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she.
All right, let's see. What the main gist is, Hallie accused DDG of abuse and got a restraining order against him, and he's not allowed to show the kid off or speak about the situation on stream. And DDG tried to say she did the same, and she was suicidal, but she was going through postpartum depression, and the judge denied his request and gave her an extension. And she also used the DC fight from the DreamCon fight from his brother to show how he's not a safe environment for their child. I see. She was Ariel in The Little Mermaid. And this kind of sucks for her. And I'm not going to say that everybody was right. Because I remember when Hallie first got with DDG and they were like, you can't get with a nigga that be streaming like that. You can't have your baby daddy be a streamer. I don't want to propagate stereotypes. But that is 100% true. The last thing you want on this earth is to be in a co-parenting situation with someone who streams, bro. Just at all. Mr. Ace, thanks for the 45 months. You do not want to be in this situation because, like, if you're married, if you've been together a long time, you'll figure it out. But if you're just with somebody for like less than 5 years, and I'm not bullshitting, less than 5 years, and they stream and they're like a big streamer, you can't date them. You cannot be, or not date them, but you cannot have children together. You can't have like any kind of regular life because everything they do is streamed. Everything they do is streamed. They do not care. Like, the world they live in is so different. The only time I've seen it work is Dante, and Dante was with Danielle for years, and she's not a streamer. She's also not a public figure. Like that. Me and Senna will figure it out. Senna's like the last, like, when I talk about, she would be like the prime example of somebody you shouldn't date. And that's not because Senna's a bad person or whatever, but she is literally so busy every second of every day. Y'all don't understand it. You guys don't care. I'm trying to spit game. To y'all, and y'all like, it don't even matter. Me and Pokemon will find, love finds a way. Me and Valkyrie, love finds a way. It doesn't matter. Y'all will learn. You will all learn.
She know that's the only way I get frustrated. That's the only way she can get under my skin.
There are very few relationships that have undergone the same level of public scrutiny as DDG and Halle Bailey. What could have been the next big celebrity power couple has now escalated into a bitter back and forth over their son, with some of the biggest streamers in the world immediately jumping to DDG's side.
Like, bro, and this is no knock to DDG, bro. I fuck with bro. I got to speak to him for like 13 seconds total at DreamCon. But if Aiden Ross is vouching for you, son, that's how you know that you shouldn't have a baby with that person. If Aiden Ross vouches for you, don't have a baby with that person. It's honestly as simple as that. Is this 2 times speed 1.5? You know the vibes.
What? Oh.
But with so many people immediately jumping to conclusions, maybe it's time that people looked at the full story. Believe it or not, it was the song Minimum by 50 Cent that sparked the initial bond between Halle and DDG. Both of them followed each other on social media, and Halle posted the song onto her feed, which just so happened to be one of DDG's favorite songs.
So one of you posted the 50 Cent song, and the other one liked that song and slid. It was you or slid, or she slid?
I slid.
So did you think she would slide back?
Yes. No, she was following me. I didn't know. It was a fan page on Twitter. He was like, Halle Bailey following you. Follow her back. I'm like, at this time, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move on type shit. I'm like, oh, shit, okay.
You followed her back?
Yeah, immediately.
Then once the follow happens, that's the first part. And then you slid, and then she slid back.
Yep, and we start talking.
Both DDG and Halle were rising stars in entertainment, and both of them had more than one avenue that they wanted to pursue.
The beginning
DDG
of the
had come
end,
up through
for
YouTube
real.
and a little bit of content creation, but also
It's all
saw
fun and
himself as
game.
becoming a rapper as well. He claims that watching
It's
Drake
all fun
seamlessly
and-
transition from acting.
Wait, what? It's all fun and games till Pokey or Sinner, whoever dubs you for a millionaire. Bro, what happened to you? what happened to you? Also, I'm glad you said something about this because I was talking about this with the homeboy the other day when they were like, There was like a tweet that came out that was like, what girl is real? Like, men are too worried about like girls and their celebrity crushes. And I was like, nah, dog, I already know. I know better. In the world of Instagram DMs, I know better. I know better. The ability for a celebrity man to get a hold of your girlfriend on Twitter is so much higher than you think. Oh my God. Oh my God. It doesn't matter. It genuinely does not matter, son. It is inevitable that us in here, every man in here, the girl you like or the girl that you talk to or whatever, some celebrity at some level was in her DMs. I promise you. I promise you. And I was talking to my homeboy about it, and he was like, man. And I was like, do you have a story? And he was like, man. I was like, who's in her DMs? You want to know who this nigga said? Shaquille O'Neal. What are you going to do if Big Diesel shows up in your girl's DM? You just lose. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It don't even matter if he's 50 or weird or creepy or what. If she going to go, there's nothing you can do. You going to fight? Ain't nothing you could do. My girl used to have Steeler players in their DMs. Man, many of the women I've talked to, dated, I think every single one of them, sans maybe one, has had a professional sports athlete or rapper in their DMs. Like high level too. The old basketball player, yes. Ain't nothing you could do. You're making me an incel. Stop. Sorry, I don't mean to red pill you. But it kind of works both ways. Because one of my homegirls got her man taken by Erykah Badu. It just happens to men more often because men will slide in DMs frequently. But it does happen. It does happen. One of my homegirls got her man taken by Erykah Badu. And if you know about Erykah Badu, you know for a fact he was going to go. He was going to go. He was definitely going to go. Because if you know about Erykah Badu and the hey. That motherfucker's still under a spell. Yeah, I have a solution to the problem. I can't even get a hello. Well, it's probably because you calling women bitches still, Kamani. Yeah, she got the Haitian voodoo pussy going on. I don't know. She had Andre 3000 and shoulder. She had Andre 3000 dressing up in white women wigs. We never had a chance. I was wondering if it's a two-sided coin. I've never had I'm lying. I'm straight up lying. I was just going to say I've never had a famous woman try to steal me from my girl. That is a lie. That is 100% a lie. That is 100% a lie. There are famous women out there that definitely DM slide. Make it a throuple? We ain't all polygamists. Who? Wouldn't you like to know? Just know that there's some... It happens both ways, but it happens way more often with men because men will get horny randomly and just lob DMs to the last girl he saw on the explore page. You know what I mean? It's almost worse when women DM slide because it's intentional. It's like, oh, I want your man bad. Not gonna lie, I just asked my girl and she said, I don't know. I shall not eat anymore. Yeah, she knows. She knows, and she don't want to hurt your feelings, but the fact that she just said, I don't know, or I don't think so, that's how you know it's up. I'm over here gaslighting y'all into thinking that. I'm over here gaslighting y'all, bro. Listen, what goes on in your relationship is up to you. Tev got hit up by Mary J. Blige. I'm not gonna lie, Mary J. Blige hit me up. I wouldn't have left my girl because y'all got me thinking. I wouldn't have left my girl, but damn, Mary J. Blige, I'd have been upset about it. I'm like, damn, Mary J. Blige, you couldn't hit on me before I had a woman. Like, relax. You don't want me all up in your dancery. Not gonna lie, me and my boyfriend share our fucking passwords with each other. He knows my phone password. I know his shit. That's my man. I mean, congratulations to you. For sure. For sure. What's up, friends?
Acting to music was part of what inspired him on this journey.
I used to literally watch Degrassi every
We'd see
day
Tevin
before
courtside
school
at
and
a
after
Knicks
school.
game. Hey, if you ever see me at an Indiana Fever game, if you ever see me at a Dallas Wings game, if you ever see me at a Minnesota Lynx game for the WNBA, just know I'm out there supporting my woman. Just know I'm out there supporting my woman for real. I'm going to have a sign. I'm going to be wearing her jersey and everything. And everything. Just know that. Just know that.
School, eat my cereal and watch Degrassi. And I liked this character. And then my brother hit me up the
Wait,
first song.
is he saying that wait, what?
DDG had come up through YouTube and a little bit of content creation, but also saw himself as becoming a rapper as well.
The
He
Dallas
claims that
Wings
watching
don't
Drake
like
seamlessly
men.
transition from acting to music was part of
Probably.
what inspired him on this journey.
I used to literally watch Degrassi every day before school and after school. Eat my cereal and watch Degrassi. And I liked this character. And then my brother hit me up. The first song I heard from Drake was Successful.
Wow.
And then when I heard it, I'm like, all right, the dude from Degrassi used to wig it like this. And then he put out more music. I'm like, oh, I might be a fan now.
So you
know
caught
what I
on
mean?
right away. You caught on at the right time.
Yeah, I
That's
caught
right.
on. I'm like, man. And
Halle Bailey was on a similar journey where she seamlessly transitioned between
That's
music and
crazy.
acting.
She got a cosign from Beyonce, so this shit is different. That team is first team all stud. Listen, I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'll make it do what it do. Shit, I'll hit up Dewana Bonner.
Halle and her sister Chloe would upload songs onto YouTube and
38-year-old
eventually win the Radio
ain't
Disney
gonna
singing
stop me.
competition Next Big Thing and get signed by Beyonce's management company. She would also get acting roles throughout her teens. She also admired DDG from afar, having witnessed his rise to success through posting YouTube videos. In an interview with Essence magazine, she said, "I've been a fan of his for years. I grew up being on YouTube and would always see the young black creators and was constantly inspired by them. He was one of
That's
them. Then I
crazy.
saw that he was dropping music and I really gravitated
Wasn't
toward this one
DDG
song.
old
Coincidentally,
YouTube
he messaged me,
content
and
just
the rest
him
is
hitting
history.
up
In
random
January
chicks in the
2022, the couple were seen at an Usher
in the
concert.
street? Yes, that always happens. I mourn their career so bad right now because how you start as Beyonce's girls and then end up so messy. It started with the Chloe Bailey pick me syndrome, right? Damn, even dark-skinned girls are going through it right now. Even y'all PR is bad. That's nasty work. But yeah, Chloe Bailey started it with her little pick me shit going on. And then Halle with this. If anything, this just kind of shows you don't date ever. Don't date ever again. Don't date ever again, chat. And if you're gonna date, don't date anybody in the industry at all. Never do it. Date somebody. Date the lamest motherfucker you know. The funny thing is that like people are attracted to like ambition, right, and success naturally, right? You want to be with somebody who is doing well for themselves, who like has their shit put together. But the problem is that people have their shit together, got way too many options and way too much unchecked power right now. So just don't date. You got to date losers. Go date losers. That's my advice for you. Go date a loser. Cause they're not gonna do shit for you. They will not make themselves a better person for you, but god damn it, they never gonna leave you. They'll never leave you, god damn it. They will give you that, they will give you love. And by love, I mean they're also crazy. You gotta find like a happy medium. You gotta find somebody who just has no ambition more than where they're at. You need like a mid-level worker. You need like a $60,000 to $75,000 a year kind of person who like does their job, comes home and watches TV with you. That's that ultimate love. So what you're saying is I have a chance with Senna. I'm finna call Senna right now and tell her what y'all are saying. Tevin out here co-signing me. I got you, man. You got to find that one baddie that works retail. You got to find for men looking for women. You gotta find a girl that works at a Barnes and Noble. Not a Barnes and Noble. She has to work at like a local bookstore. And for women dating men, I would just get lucky. That's your thing. Get lucky. What about men looking for men? If you're a man looking for a man, I can't help you. Cause I don't here, you know what? I'll try to help you. If you're a man looking for a man, don't date a man. Cause here's the thing with gay men that I've noticed is that they only date men that look like them or they are like 12 years older. Stop doing that. Stop dating niggas 12 years older than you and stop dating niggas that look like you. You're either twins or a father-son thing going on. And why that always happens? Why y'all doing that? Knock that off. The club is your best option. If the club is your best option for meeting a gay man, whoo, have fun. What about a woman looking for a woman? Literally just pick one. Pick one and just keep going through it until you find the one that's not that bad. That's how lesbianism works as far as I can see. Y'all all love each other anyway, so just pick one. And if the shit don't work out, just go to the next one. Y'all have like a 100% success rate every time. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, you just, if you're a lesbian woman, you just have to keep moving in with the next girl and the next girl and the next girl until you find the one that's like, oh, I actually like this one. That's real. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I've ever seen, I'm not even fucking bullshit with you. I don't think in the history of my lifetime have I seen a lesbian woman like another lesbian woman and not get her every single time. The problem is they move in together after 4 days and then they break up in 2 weeks. And then they have like a weird situationship thing where they don't even like each other. And then they start dating somebody else like 4 months later until they find the right one. That happens every fucking time. I don't even know why you're asking me for dating advice for women on women. Just go.
Together, and in March they both went public and were officially together. In a now deleted social media post, DDG wrote, "Happy birthday to the beautifulest, the flyest, the sweetest. Love you forever." In June,
according to my manosphere boss, that's lesbian marriages have the highest divorce rate. That's true. That actually is true.
That year, both of them were seen at the red carpet.
Also, Fabo, fucking figure out the autocorrect, please, for God's sakes. You're gonna get banned if you keep this up.
The BET Awards. It wasn't until 2023 that public drama started to unfold, where one of DDG's exes decided to call him out for something that she thought looked like too much of a coincidence. In early February, it was speculated that DDG and Hallie had broken up. DDG had unfollowed Hallie on Instagram and removed photos of her from his timeline. He sent a tweet which read, "All these girls the same, ain't no way." This led to many people come to the conclusion that Hallie had cheated on DDG. This drama prompted Hallie's older sister to call out DDG for stirring up hate against her.
You're not going to do her the way that you did everybody else. You're not going to come to social media and try to put her on blast and insinuate or put out something to make it seem like she was doing something that she wasn't doing. You need to pack down and get yourself together. If y'all broke up, then you need to just unfollow and just keep it pushing.
In reference to other girls, Ski was most probably referring to DDG's ex, Ruby Rose, and a few days later, Ruby inserted herself into the drama.
DDG was dating Ruby Rose before Hallie. Listen, I fuck with DDG. And in terms of like your dating history, that's a W, right? He's getting all beautiful women who got their shit going on. But if I was Halle Bailey and I was like, who was he dating before me? And he was dating Ruby Rose before me, I'd have been like, well, I'm not dating you because you got some shit that you got to figure out. DDG got Ruby Rose into OnlyFans even though she wasn't for it. Was he pimping? That's just like a, and I'm not even, again, I'm not hating on Ruby Rose either, but like, if you have an image and a brand and somewhere that you want to be and something you want to maintain, you got to be real careful about, like, you got to look at somebody's track history. When somebody says, judge me by my enemies, judge somebody by their enemies. Bro, DDG can't stop winning in life. Like, bro, I'm trying to be like him for real. That's your king. That's your hero. That's your king. You know what? For sure. For shit show. For sure.
Surrounding Hallie and DDG. Ruby tweeted, having your B wear my clothes is crazy, LOL, which was
like, listen. If this is the woman that was dating your man before he was dating you, and she says some shit like this on the internet about you, you probably just shouldn't be with that man. Like, and I feel like that's unfair to him in a way, but like, son, come on, son. Come on, son.
Was in reference to a video that Hallie posted.
That at that point, that's like risk management. You got bad survival instincts. You got bad survival instincts. And again, this isn't victim blaming. I'm not here to put that on Hallie, but clearly he was yeah. Never mind. I'm gonna talk myself into a fucking pickle. No, I'm gonna talk myself into a pickle. But just know I'm not victim blaming Hallie. I wish she would have looked at that situation and been like, that shit looks dangerous. No thanks. Wait a damn minute. My best friend is lesbian, had a goddamn panic attack because her girlfriend made the rudest exit by pretending to kill herself so she won't have to date her. That sounds right. That sounds lesbian dating for sure. That sounds like how lesbians date for sure. If dating attractive women is your only goal, you got a lot to figure out. Here's the problem. And every man in here has gone, or everyone who's dated a woman, a good looking woman, has felt the same feeling. I assure you. And if you've dated an attractive woman, like a 7 out of 10 or higher, that you really fucked with, that other people thought was attractive, put one in the chat. One in the chat if you've dated someone that other people were very attracted to. Now, out of y'all, we've all been in this scenario, right? Well, maybe not all of us, but the first girl that was way out of my league, I dated her because I thought that like beauty equated to superior, because everyone wanted this girl and she wanted me, right? So when she started dating me, it made me feel like, oh, there's something special about me that only she, you know what I'm saying? And it was less about the fact that we liked each other and more about the achievement of dating someone who looked better than me. Everyone goes through this. And then you realize after you date for a while, that's like, oh, we actually are not compatible at all. We literally are not compatible. But you're already too deep into it. And it's like, and if we break up, you got all these dudes hitting on you, making me feel worse. And then everyone's going to tell me I fumbled, but that was not the situation. That's not the situation. You didn't fumble. That person was not meant for you. But there is a sense of achievement that comes with, and only a sense, it's not real, but the sense of an achievement of like bagging someone who looks better than you, and you know they look better than you. Like, let's keep it a bean. You know they look better than you. They just think that you're funny, or maybe you got a little money, or you got some ambition or something like that. So you're riding high. You're like, yeah, look at my girl bad. Look at her. Da, 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 da. Whole time you don't even like her like that. Like, what? You got to get over that. You got to get over that, because inevitably it's not going to work out. Inevitably it's not going to work out, and then you're going to feel mad at yourself because you're going to be like, man, she was so fine though. Who cares? Who cares? Y'all are going to learn. And everybody who's ever dated somebody like that, after that relationship ended, you're like, yeah, looks really don't matter. Looks really do not matter. It's important to be attracted to the person that you're fucking with, but getting along and having the same values, as corny as it sounds, is like it has to happen that way. It's going well. What's up, Pochita? Congratulations on the concert. Have you ever had an ex-girlfriend that cheated on you with another woman? No, but almost every girl that I've talked to or seen or whatever either went on to date a woman right after me, or they would like want to like make out with their friends and shit while dating me. And I was like, yeah, that's not how I operate. Sorry. The one I dated in 12th grade was a 10, but she was passed around like a pair of J's, and she got a video on the hub. Listen, I don't mind sex workers at all, but yeah, that you should probably, again, you should probably look into things and make sure that you have similar lifestyles. What does it say about you? I attract bi and pan women, which I have told you guys many times. Lesbian women, I've had lesbian women come on to me and be like, if there was any man on earth, it would be you. There is something about me that attracts woman lovers, I guess. You're the greatest ally ever to the lesbian community. What, by simply just acknowledging their existence? I guess that puts me in like the 90th percentile. Have I ever been with anyone who's non-binary? Yes. Of course. You probably comfortable to be around? I do be hanging out. I have a strong sense of self. I think that's what people fuck with. They fuck with my whimsy. The people fuck with my whimsy, you feel me?
Wearing a white shirt, which looks similar to one Ruby wore in 2020 when she was dating DDG. She then clarified that she was taking shots at DDG and not Hallie, and tweeted, I like Hal. DDG a weirdo though, for sure. Ruby then decided to reveal that while these rumors of a breakup were swirling around, DDG had been texting her. She tweeted, this is why I'm single.
Oh! I'm not surprised by this. If it's not weird to ask what that was like, hooking up with a non-binary person, it's like hooking up with anybody else. They were biologically female, or sex-wise, they were female sex. I don't know the proper way of saying it, but it was just like hooking up with a woman. To answer your question about the non-binary thing, it literally changed nothing at all. It changed literally zero things.
And shared a screenshot of messages from DDG. In this exchange,
when's the next drinking game? I just posted one. I think the next drinking game is next week if I can find 23 people to play Mario Kart.
DDG asking her if she's in LA, and Ruby responding in the chat, you hitting me the day y'all argue is so you, LOL. DDG would then hit back with a series of tweets, starting with, I know it looks bad, but it ain't what it seemed. That be just evil. He then clarified, everything is good internally. The whole situation was foreshadowed. I know everybody want me to be the bad guy, but I'm really not.
Yeah, you're bullshitting. No, I'm sorry. We all know. He
then said that Ruby Rose has been stuck on him for 2 years and has not been able to move on. Hallie even responded in a now deleted tweet called, the devil is working, please don't feed into the lies, especially from a third party. Then DDG dropped a 40-minute video called The Worst Week of My Life and addressed some of the hate he had been getting online.
A lot of people be wondering like, damn, why you be always tweeting or why you be always responding to stuff? Is because when you don't, people come up with this narrative and they hate about you. And to be honest, in the entertainment industry, you can't be having a bad name.
In April, DDG did an interview with Vlad TV and exclaimed that the screenshotted tweets were real.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could do, is try to disprove claims on Vlad TV. Yeah, let me go clear my name on Vlad TV. Surely nothing bad has ever gone down on Vlad TV. Surely this is not the place well known for the worst fucking snitching and lying of all time.
Real, but he did this in front of Halle when they were fighting. This can be found on videos titled DDG on Dating Ruby Rose, and it was probably not a good idea for DDG to talk at length about his ex on the internet.
What should I do, Tevin? My group chat got leaked. Die. Change your name. Witness protection.
The reality is that DDG and Halle are two very different people.
Let me get on Drama Alert. Yeah, dude. Vlad TV is like the rapper equivalent
Halle,
of
meanwhile, likes to have
Keemstar.
certain boundaries between herself and her fans. Halle told Vogue magazine of how wonderful it was to be in love, but at the same time was concerned at the spotlight that was on her relationship. She said, "There's a lot of eyes on me now, especially with what's to come. And sometimes I wish I didn't have so many eyes on me, especially experiencing something like this for the first time." In May, Halle had even more eyes on her ever than before with the release of The Little Mermaid. It was the chance of a lifetime to have a lead role in a Disney movie, but her acting career had also impacted their relationship. DDG released a song called Famous, where he aired out his grievances about Halle performing kissing scenes in her movies and having a close relationship with her cast members. He rapped, "I'm trying to figure out what we gonna do, how we gonna get to the top, filming a movie, now you kissing dudes, you know I love you a lot." During the London premiere of The Little Mermaid, Halle was seen holding hands with co-star Jonah King. This was also addressed in the song Famous, where DDG raps, "Why is y'all holding hands in the photo? You know I'm insecure, that's a no-no. I keep coming back, want to leave you, but I'm too attached." And the chorus seemed to properly call her out with the line, "I don't even ask for much, I ask you to do the basic-ish. Oh, hardest thing I did was fall in love with a famous chick." By January, Halle would give birth to DDG's child Halo. And from the outside,
That is not, this is crazy. We going to jail, no bail. Sorry to hear about that, twin. Sorry to hear about that, twin.
things could not have been going any better. The sad reality was that Halle had been suffering from what's known as postpartum depression. At least that's what she said. In April, she went public about this issue and stated, "I have severe postpartum. And I don't know if any new moms can relate, but it's to the point where it's really bad. And it's hard for me to be separated from my baby for more than 30 minutes at a time before I start to kind of freak out." There were clearly other issues going on in their relationship because in October, it was formally announced that DDG and Halle were no longer together. In October of 2024, they publicly announced they had broken up. DDG announced on his Instagram story, "Dear friend."
Do I have any chatters that have postpartum depression? Has anybody gone through that in the chat? Do I have any chatters? No, thanks, Sammy. But did anybody ever go through postpartum depression? Because I've heard so many things. There's so many ways to go around it. I've seen some women that wanted to kill their children. I've seen some women that can't stand to be away from their children. I've had women that want to neglect their children and leave their children. The shit goes crazy. As a man with 2 kids who had a fiance go through PPD, I hated her at first because she was mean and crazy, but it was because I didn't understand. Yeah, it's not fun. It's literally like part of you is gone. Like the baby was like literally a part of you, had influence on your emotions, had influence on like so many things. Your hormones literally just like every part of your mental just got fucking flipped. So to like, I don't know, man. My professor talked to me about her experience, and she was one of the ones who, in her words, saw her baby as parasitic and wanted to kill it. It's like real ass psychosis. Yeah, for sure. I don't even like when people tell me about it, and like when women share their stories of PPD and shit like that, I don't even get like whatever they say. I'm like, real. They'll be like, I wanted to fucking kick my baby's head off like Sub-Zero fatalities in Mortal Kombat. And I'd be like, real. I understand it, because the situation that happens is so insane and it's so unique and it's so one of one. Like literally nothing. There is no comparison of what that feels like, other than like extreme schizophrenia, like evil schizophrenia, or like a fucking 6-month-long drug trip where you're like geeking out the whole time. That's like the only way to even compare that. And that sounds like hell. Does every woman go through it? No, not every woman goes through it. Not every woman goes through it, but it does happen frequently. It's not an uncommon thing to have happen. That sucks. And if you have PPD, first of all, if you have PPD and you're a regular person, the shit is crazy. If you have PPD and you are famous and your baby's father is famous, I'm surprised 14 people haven't died at the hands of Halle Bailey. Because she must be going out of her fucking mind.
Friends and supporters, after much reflection and heartfelt conversations, Hallie and I have decided to go our separate ways. The decision was not easy, but we believe it's the best path forward for both of us. I cherish the time we've spent together and the love we shared. Despite the changes in our relationship, our love for each other remains deep and true. We are still best friends and adore each other. While it looked like as if they had broken up amicably, some arguments began to surface when Halo was brought onto Kaizenat's stream.
This was not a good idea. This was probably like the one thing that I have to say something on DDG's behalf. This was a terrible idea. He should not have done this. She should not have done this. Or he should not have done this. I'm sorry. He should not have done this. Bringing the baby on stream, terrible idea. And Kai's stream of all things, terrible idea. My girlfriend has BPD, and she told me if she ever showed signs of PPD to immediately get her institutionalized. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've had friends tell me the same thing. Like, hey, if I show signs of PPD and like we get tested for it and literally like take me somewhere else.
He smell good.
You got cologne on.
He's the coolest man. Bro, this is the most calm baby.
That's what I'm saying.
But Chad, usually
I know
when
you be
kids,
having issues with kids and shit, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hallie was deeply unhappy about this. In a now deleted social media post, she wrote, "Hi everyone, just so you know I'm out of town and I didn't approve of my baby being put on a stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified and I'm extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people." However, the next day she walked back from this comment after a lot of backlash online. "Yesterday, maybe I did overreact and shouldn't have brought it here. I know that Halo is always safe with his dad." And while Hallie received a lot
No, I disagree. And at first, I remember I was like, nothing even happened. The baby is like A-okay. Like, DDG is watching the baby. But the more that I think about it, like, bro, y'all do not know what people on the internet are doing once they see that you have a baby or they have videos of a baby. Like, bro, it's bad. And if both parents are not consenting or okay with the idea of the baby being on stream, it just can't happen. It just can't. That just shouldn't have happened.
of hate for this incident, DDG was quick to come to her defense.
she could be going through something mentally after having a kid that I can't understand as a man. So when situations like this happen, I try to handle it with as much grace as possible because Halo needs her, I need her, we need each other to create a childhood that's safe and fun and memorable for him.
These comments from DDG indicate
Yeah. How do I convince my homeboy that having the kid on stream isn't a good thing to do, even though his job is streaming? Tell him. Well, I mean, honestly, if he doesn't get it, he's not going to get it. If you want to scare him, tell him that people be making child porn out of AI versions of the baby, which I've seen. Not seen the thing, but I've seen people like post Twitter images of like fucking like the fucking Shad man shit. You know what I mean? Like there's people out there doing evil, awful shit.
that both he and Hallie were, all in all, in a supportive co-parenting relationship. However, in March, DDG posted a video which was unambiguously titled, "She Won't Let Me See My Son."
What's good, y'all? Not clickbait.
Nice save. Yeah, I felt like I had to say something.
Y'all know I like doing like skits and like just having fun on the internet. I don't really like talking about real life, but I feel like I have to. And it's getting to a point where I feel like I'm honestly getting, you know, when it comes to me just wanting to just be a dad.
DDG was understandably frustrated that he was seen as a secondary parent and couldn't be with his son for more than 48 hours. The main issue that caused pushback in the comment section was when he seemed to imply that he should be allowed to see his son without giving Hallie any prior notice.
If I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son.
This is tricky. This is tricky. I don't know how to walk through this one. But just know parenting is it's a difficult thing to do. And if you don't prioritize it entirely, then you probably should not be a primary prioritized parent. If you are still prioritizing your work or prioritizing other people that you don't know, maybe like a bunch of women, then you do not have, I don't know. This one's tough. This one's super tough because I feel like you should to some degree, have the ability to see your child whenever. But to take your child whenever? I don't know. I don't know. This one's tough. This one's tough.
Plain and simple. And I wouldn't even come in to take him. Like today, I wasn't even going to take him out because he's sick. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just grab my son and go hang out with him downstairs. Me and her don't really speak like that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to take my son, go hang out downstairs. Whoop. I'm getting kicked out.
However, this was merely one side to the story, and Hallie's side of the story would not come out through YouTube or Instagram, but through court documents and press releases. In May 2025, it was announced that Hallie had obtained a restraining order from DDG, meaning that DDG had to stay away from both her and their son. In the documents, Hallie said, throughout our relationship and continuing to date, Daryl, or DDG, has been and continues to be physically, verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive towards me. I'm seeking orders to protect myself and our son Halo from his ongoing abuse. Within these documents, she highlighted several incidents which led to this order. On January 18th, DDG went to Halle Bailey's house to pick up Halo. When Hallie asked DDG what time he would return the child, he allegedly refused to give an answer. According to Hallie, the discussion continued as I walked with him outside to assist to put Halo into the car seat. I was buckling the baby into a seat and physically got into the back of the seat to adjust the car seat. I had left my front door open and was not even fully dressed as I was not even wearing shoes. Daryl kept repeating, "Get out of my car, B." This argument then escalated and allegedly took a dark turn. The next thing I knew, things got physical between us. We fought each other, wrestling and tussling. At one point, Daryl was pulling my hair. He then slammed my face on the steering wheel, causing my tooth to get chipped. I then stopped fighting back as I was in a lot of pain. These documents also contain an image of her with a chipped tooth. There have also been images of bruises on her arms. She continued, "I wanted to get out of the car with Halo, but was now stuck." Daryl then said that since I would not leave the baby in the car, he would take me with them. He drove quickly towards his house. When we arrived at his house, I was crying and told his family what happened. I begged his family, who were there to help me figure out a schedule with him. They said, "Just leave Halo and go." I left hysterical. I had bruises over my arms and a chipped tooth. The next incident is something that she apparently has on camera. On March 3rd, Hallie was away from her home and was expected to collect Halo at 3 p.m. At 12 p.m., she received a text from DDG which told her that DDG was at her house with Halo. DDG then texted a picture of her bedroom with the caption, "Now I know what you've been on, LOL." It was said that DDG did not have a key to her home, and she allegedly has ring camera footage of him entering through a sliding door. 4 days later, there was another incident where she had filed a police report. At the time, both Hallie and Halo had been under the weather, and time-wise, this looks to be the exact incident that DDG spoke about on his stream.
Me and Halo are very sick. We have RSV.
Because Halo was ill, Hallie didn't want him leaving the house, and another argument ensued between Hallie and DDG. According to Hallie, he then saw that the ring camera was recording. He unplugged the ring camera, opened the side door, and threw the ring camera out of my home.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. See, this is kind of the problem. I don't even know, bro. The whole reason I showed this video in the first place was just to show dark skins are down right now. And I don't mean to like sum it up that simply or make light of like a bad situation, but in reality, what the whole point of watching this video was to, one, understand more about the situation, but two, kind of highlight the fact that like if you are a streamer, especially like older streamers, because we're getting up there. I don't know how old DDG is, but he's coming up to, he's approaching 30. He's on like that back end of streamers. He's not like Jason. He's not like Kai. He's not like whatever. Yeah, you can say nigga in this chat. What? Depending. You know if you should be saying it or not. But the whole reason was to just highlight that like if you are a streamer, if you are prioritizing yourself and you're always on camera and you're always trying to hype some shit up and create narratives and spin narratives and shit like that, like create stories around the world that you live in, like the real life world that you live in, you need to be very careful of your actual personal life. You know what I mean?